All right, Ambush, and today we are joined by a guest who it's been pretty much exactly 2 years the last time he was on the show, August 2020, and since that time his band has released a debut EP, and right now they are working towards a sophomore. In 2021 there was an EP entitled New Heights. We had his bandmate Tanner Sear on here last year to discuss that, but today we are here with the man Dan Sequeira, lead singer of the band Waterfront. How's it going today, Dan?
Oh, it's going so good, man. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, no, it's been too long since I've talked to you.
Way too long, my friend. But of course, how do you fix that? How we're doing it right now. And of course, you guys, like I said, working your way towards a sophomore EP right now. 2 singles have been released. And there's a new one, a third one from an upcoming EP. It is the Red Alliance, my friend.
Yeah, no, dude, like I said before, it's just like once we get the demos and stuff, I always just want to release everything. So I know we have the date for like July 22nd, but I'm counting down the days, man. I'm counting them down.
Of course, as some of you guys know, this interview recorded beforehand. So Dan, obviously the excitement, it's there. You're ready from what I can see.
Oh, dude, I'm so ready. Yeah.
So of course I need to dive in. How long exactly has this wait been then, my friend?
Oh gosh. We went to Vancouver again to record in, I think, oh gosh, I think like it was summer of 2021, but I can't remember if it was like August or something like that. And yeah, we just went back to Vancouver, did 6 songs this time as opposed to 4 like the last EP. And yeah, it's just been a waiting game ever since. Because we released 3 years later, back in March, I want to say, and then Worth Fighting For was in April, and then now just Red Alliance here in July. So it's been since summer. I'm just gonna say summer of 2020 to now. So it's been a long time coming, and I'm too antsy about it. So
oh wow, so you guys went all the way down to Vancouver last spring then, you say?
Yeah, exactly. We met up with our buddies Gary and Dan again from the Renaissance.
Yeah,
super dope dudes. And yeah, we recorded 6 songs this time as opposed to 4. And yeah, just had way too many parallel 49 burgers, drank way too much beer. But we got 6 songs out of it, so we're like pretty stoked on that too.
Hey, I mean, it looks like you got a music video out of the trip as well. I mean, like it's looks like it was a pretty good journey, my friend.
Yeah, no, yeah, Worth Fighting For. We were just kind of wanting to do something like chill and something that encapsulated like our trip to Vancouver. And we thought Worth Fighting For was like the perfect track because it was short. It's kind of like a happier sounding song. And we were just like, this is like prime. So.
Hey, absolutely. And of course, you mentioned that you guys teamed up with the Renaissance. People always pronounce the word differently. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, you teamed up with them again. They were the production duo behind your debut EP. So what was it like to work with Dan and Garrett once again?
I just felt like it was a lot easier because obviously the first time we went, we didn't really know them all that well. Like we had like chatted, had a couple of Zoom meetings, but just it's always different in person. And obviously when you're recording, it's very different. It's a very different interaction too. But the second time it was just like homies. We just showed up. We were just like, hey, I'm pretty sure Garrett was just like, hey, you guys ready to get started? We were just like, let's do it, man. And then, the classic, going to Parallel for all the burgers. It was a lot more chill too, because they showed us a bunch of other places downtown. There's this one fried chicken place, if you ever go to Vancouver, called Down Low. Their fried chicken, unreal. Absolutely unreal. Best fried chicken I've ever had in my life. Oh my gosh.
It's I have had some myself too, and it is absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, yeah, and it's I'm sure there was quite a bit more open this second journey around too. So, like you said, able to go and visit more restaurants, see a little bit more of the sights, and plus, you guys were probably knew Vancouver a little bit better as well.
Exactly. Yeah. We we just went to so many. We're very big guys on like breweries and stuff. We like going to craft breweries. So not only Parallel 49, but we went to Steamworks. We went to Stanley Park, obviously. Granville Island, went to there too. So yeah, we were just a lot more familiar with the area. So we were able to check out a lot more locations. We went to the beach. There's kind of a funny story about the guys going to this place. I don't know if you know, called Wreck Beach. If you know, you know. But I'll kind of leave it at that. But yeah, no, it was a lot more. We were able to figure out more things just because we did know the area a lot better. So
Absolutely. And of course, like you mentioned, you got some amazing songs done. And like we said, the new track, Red Alliance, let's dive into it. So where exactly is the Red Alliance formed?
So the guys will fight me to the death on this, but Red Alliance is, so the title itself, it actually comes from when we played a game of Monopoly back in our very first trip to Vancouver. And I am still
You guys
salty.
are still a band after playing Monopoly?
We were close. No, I'm still so salty about this because I remember I was killing the guys. Like I had 2 Monopolies already. They had none. And then they kind of like, Graham, Ryan, and Tanner, they kind of like formed, quote unquote, an alliance. And they were making these absolute horseshit deals where, if they would basically say, like, okay, I will give you immunity on this Monopoly for 2 turns if you give me immunity on this Monopoly for 2 turns. And they were like, yeah, dude, deal. And I was like, what? No, you can't do that. And the whole thing about the Red Alliance is because Ryan, Tanner, and Graham, all of them had a red property. Like in Monopoly, you have like the blue, the browns, etc. They all had a red property. And it's such horseshit. And the guys will fight me to the death on this. They just said, like, you could have made the deals, Dan. And I was like, they were bullshit deals. But yeah, then they got me out. Long story short, they actually like got me out because of their deals. And proceeded to just go on and win the game. And then, yeah, after that, just they kept saying Red Alliance after every practice. And I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like a cool title, and I wanted to write a song about it. And so I did, and that's what the Red Alliance is. So
Okay, so when it comes to you take a Monopoly game and then you write a song about just sort of this Red Alliance, what exactly, like, the lyrics, what do they mean to you then?
it was when I was writing the song, it was just kind of like I wanted to like call guys on the Monopoly game, but no, it was more so just a thing, kind of like the Worth Fighting For music video, where we just kind of wanted to do something that almost revisited the trip to Vancouver and stuff, but I wanted to do that in a song and like the lyrics. So a lot of it is just kind of like the chorus. It literally goes, let's take the time to remember all the things we did together with no reason or rhyme. It's just like, we originally started doing this Waterfront thing almost as just like a fun thing. But then, when we got the chance to like go to Vancouver and do all these fun things, we were like, this is dope. And we were having like such a great time. And so I just kind of wanted to revisit all the like memories we had together of like recording and just going to Vancouver breweries and shooting the shit, and just kind of like almost like a throwback song is basically. Yeah.
Hey, just this friendship that ended up forming from, just wanting to play in a band.
Pretty much. Yeah. So, and then it circulated into this whole thing where now like recently got back from an Edmonton trip, working with another great producer. But yeah, I'll always like circle back to like our time in Vancouver, because that was like the initial like stepping stone that really got us off the ground and say like, this is dope. And this is kind of like the next thing to say, we're not just doing this for fun. We want to do this like seriously. So
absolutely. And of course, it's always nice to work with other producers as well, too, because you can take something, you can learn something from one refined set of ears, but another person might hear something a little bit differently and they can add something else to your music as well, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey. And of course, that means that after this upcoming EP, there's more new music already on the way then.
Yeah, I don't want to go too much into that, but because yeah, we still have to release this EP.
Mhm.
But yeah, we want to be proactive. We want to be on the ball. We want to have consistent songs, consistent content for a good couple of years. And so it was like the New Heights EP that was the focus last year. This year is the Red Alliance. The EP is called Fever Dream, the Fever Dream EP, and so we're putting the focus on that. And then for next year, that's when we get into the new stuff that we've gotten from our other trips.
Okay.
So.
Of course, we as you mentioned, that's not the focus right now. The focus right now is the Red Alliance, is the Fever Dream. So what else can you tell us about this upcoming EP here then?
It's, oh gosh. What I can say is that you get a little bit of everything. I don't know, just for a lot of the songs that I write, I like to write about many different things. Like you have the happier topics, like Worth Fighting For, and Red Alliance, which is even kind of looking back and all these good memories and stuff. But some of the other songs kind of do touch on some darker things. I'll say right now, there's actually a song on the EP. I haven't announced it yet, but called Numb the Pain. And it touches on basically during the first little bit of COVID, because we couldn't really do anything, I kind of got more into alcohol a little bit more than I should have. I've been able to stop now. I do still drink from time to time, but not nearly as much as when COVID first started up. And so that's actually what Numb the Pain is about, just kind of battling that kind of stuff. And just the only way to deal with certain things, it was just numbing the pain. And so it kind of even goes into some darker things, but it's still it's even got those happier sounding, one of those songs that's the lyrics are a bit darker, but it's still happier sounding type thing. And I kind of like that. I've always liked that contrast when songs do that kind of thing. So
absolutely. There's so many of those tracks, right? Where once you finally break it down and get into it, it's like, oh, this is not what I thought it was.
Yeah, exactly. But I've always been a fan of those kinds of songs, and I kind of wanted to do something like that for this EP, while also having those those Red Alliances, those Worth Fighting Fors and stuff. So you get a little bit of both.
Well, and that's one thing that I really like about a lot of artists these days now too, is a lot of people are not pigeonholing themselves into one specific direction or one this is what the industry is specifically doing, or this is what our genre is doing. So we have to do that. You can go ahead and you can express your emotions. You can explore these various things because we're human beings. We have all of these different things that we go through, right?
Yeah, exactly. I've always kind of liked the fact that don't get me wrong, I'm a music major. I like all types of music, but I always find the stuff that I fall back on is the really catchy sounding stuff like pop punk, punk rock, etc. But I like the fact that I like writing that kind of stuff, but I can also do lyrically some different kinds of things. And I've always felt, I don't want to say invigorated, but it is kind of a cool feeling just being able to do that and have people listen and see the messages saying this is so cool. And I'm always so good.
Hey, absolutely. And of course, I want to give a shout out to you for, being open and honest and talking about maybe some times that you were going through some difficult moments, because I myself a former alcoholic, so I understand how those things can happen. And moderation is it's an important thing. You hear it and you don't understand it until you understand it.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that is a time that I'll always look back on, but even afterwards, I'm always kind of grateful for it, and that I have this outlet to express those feelings. And yeah, just kind of like you said, I do feel what you were going through and such like that. So it's tough, but like you said, everything in moderation.
Hey, absolutely. And of course, you never know what a song like that, who goes on to end up helping from there, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's the coolest feeling.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Another cool feeling being able to get on the live stage. And of course, you guys being in Alberta, you've been able to play some shows here and there throughout the last couple of years. So, very lucky on that front. So, of course, one thing I got to ask here is, do we potentially have a waterfront tour maybe coming up in the future?
We hopefully, we've been experimenting and talking to some venues, not only in Lethbridge, but just like in Calgary and even Edmonton too. All the guys want to go on tour so badly, and that's including myself. And so we want to even break out to BC and stuff. It's all just about planning and the analytics and stuff. So we're hoping that maybe even this summer in August of 2022, something could happen. Not too likely, but if not, then we're definitely hoping on doing something possibly next year. And yeah, even breaking out to BC. We've also said we want to go across Canada, even out to Toronto, Montreal, but that's still in the works, and that might be a little bit longer. But basically all I can say is that it's going to be more likely just local shows, maybe breaking out to Calgary with the idea of a tour in the future.
All right. Well, it's as you said, there's a lot of planning, a lot of factors, especially in a 5-person band, a lot of schedules to balance and otherwise there.
Yeah, no, exactly. We're all ideally planning on moving to Calgary, and hopefully that'll open some doors, just getting more gigs. There's a lot more venues in Calgary. And maybe that'll, like I said, open some doors in Edmonton. And yeah, breaking out to BC too.
Hey, who knows? Who knows what the future will bring?
Yeah.
Hey. And of course, talking about the live music side of things, I need to ask, does Dan Sequeira have a pre-show ritual before he hits the stage?
I am I wouldn't say it's a pre-show ritual. I'm just very nitpicky with my warm-ups for vocal warm-ups. And there's this one that I always do, probably the most out of any of them. And it's just this. And the guys always look at me so weirdly whenever I do that specifically. If I'm doing regular warm-ups, I'm like, ah. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's normal. But I do that. And they just Dan, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm warming up, chill. But no, I don't actually have any pre-show rituals. I maybe I should get one. I need something I need to figure out. So, but yeah, it's more so just the one vocal warm-up.
Working on it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Dan. I've had a fantastic chat so far. I got one last question for you.
Yeah. What's up?
All right. Of course, we've been talking about this upcoming new EP, Fever Dream. Some of the singles you've released along the way, specifically this a new one here with a Red Alliance. And now what I want to know is through this process, through the time of crafting this music, how has it helped you to grow as a person, or what has it taught you about yourself?
To always never settle for what you did previously as being the best thing. It really kind of showed just what I want to be as not only a songwriter, but even just as a vocalist too. I've always been, even when I was growing up, I was in choir and stuff. I have a much lower speaking voice, as most people usually see when they meet me. But I didn't want to let that hold me back. And so when I this Waterfront thing happened, and then the first EP came out, I was okay, I want to get better. I want to keep and even with these new songs coming out for the next stuff, I want those to be better. I want the next songs to be better than those in my mind. And it's just it's a constant evolution. And Red Alliance was almost if I'm being honest, I think Red Alliance was, the first song that came out of the 6 that we're releasing for the EP. And so that's kind of the stepping stone of okay, I want this to be better. and then I want the rest of the songs for the EP to be better, and then the next EP will be better. So just always have in your mind you can always almost like really push yourself just a little bit more, whether it be songwriting or whether it be vocally. So, and I feel like that could even just be for like in general too, like just can always see yourself grow and just do a little better piece by piece.
Absolutely. It's the theory of 1% every day, right?
Yeah, I like that actually.
Hey, absolutely. And I have really enjoyed this conversation, this reconnection here, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Bush, the band is Waterfront. You can go ahead and follow them on your favorite social media. Find them on your favorite music streaming platform. They got a couple of music videos up on YouTube. I'll put some links down in the description below. Either way, go out, hype the band up, jam some amazing music. Dan, I have had a fantastic time here today. Thank you so much for joining us here on the DTP.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, man. Yeah, stream our stuff so I can get some better lighting for my room, because this is, I need to censor myself.
Hey.